Welcome to this SkillPad video resource, where we make learning fun. In this video, we are going to explore the concepts of variation and selection. Have you ever wondered why every person has unique fingerprints or why no two zebras share the same stripes? Welcome to a journey through the fascinating world of biology, where we'll delve into the heart of variation and selection. Variation, in the simplest of terms, is the differences we observe among individuals within a species. The causes of these differences are manifold, but they can be broadly classified into environmental and genetic. Environmental factors include aspects like diet, climate, and lifestyle, whereas genetic factors involve processes such as meiosis, fertilization, and mutation. Speaking of genetic factors, the process of meiosis is an intriguing one. It's the process by which cells divide, producing 4 daughter cells, each with half the number of chromosomes as the parent. This division creates genetic variation. Fertilization, on the other hand, involves the fusion of male and female gametes, introducing further variation. Lastly, mutations introduce random changes in the genes, which can sometimes lead to entirely new traits. But what about the types of variation? Well, there's phenotypic variation, which is observable, like the color of a bird's plumage. Then there's genetic variation that resides in the genes, like blood types in humans. Variations can also be continuous or discontinuous. Continuous variations are those with a range of small differences, such as height in humans. Discontinuous variations, however, have clear-cut differences, like blood types. Variation, while fascinating, can also lead to genetic disorders. Some of these include sickle cell anemia, Down syndrome, cystic fibrosis, albinism, polydactyly, achondroplasia, and hemophilia. Each of these disorders is a stark reminder of how genetic changes can have profound effects on an organism's health and survival. But variation is only half the story. The other half is about selection, and more specifically, natural selection. Coined by Charles Darwin, natural selection is a mechanism of evolution where the fittest survive and pass on their traits to the next generation. Evidence of this phenomenon is abundant, found in comparative anatomy, embryology, paleontology, cell biology, and more. For instance, homologous structures in different species suggest a common ancestry, while geographical distribution of organisms provides clues about their evolutionary history. But humans, ever the innovators, have not just observed natural selection, but have also harnessed its principles for their benefit. This is seen in the form of artificial selection or selective breeding. We have selectively bred plants for disease resistance, increased yield, weather hardiness, and even better tasting fruits. We've also selectively bred animals for increased milk production, faster growth, disease resistance, and even reduction in aggressiveness. In conclusion, understanding variation and selection is central to understanding biology. Variation is the raw material on which selection acts, shaping the diversity we see in nature. Whether it's the genetic lottery of meiosis, fertilization, and mutation, or the careful design of selective breeding, these processes underline the fascinating interplay of chance and necessity in the dance of life. Thank you for using this SkillPad video resource. We hope it answered your questions about variation and selection. Join us as we journey through the world of science for your learning pleasure. We hope to see you again soon.